West Coast shipping unions have started negotiations for dock workers at 30 ports. That includes two of the nation's busiest in Los Angeles County. For more on what's ahead with those negotiations, let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Dani Romero with the latest. This is pretty big, and if there is a snag in these negotiations, I guess the implication is higher prices. What are you hearing in terms of whether or not they can reach an agreement, which, as I understand, needs to happen soon?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Brian. It's still unclear how long these negotiations will really last. But one thing is for sure is that both parties, the unionized dock workers as well as the shipping operators, have said that it's really unlikely that they will reach a deal before the July 1st expiration date. They sent a statement that says the timing is typical and cargo operations continue beyond the expiration of the contract. Neither party is preparing for a strike or a lockout, contrary to speculation in news reports. The parties remained focused on and committed to reaching an agreement. But like you said, Brian, the stakes are really high here as the global supply chain, the future of it really relies on this new contract that started on May 10th. I spoke with a supply chain management specialist who is really speculating on a August 1st dead date, and he says that the unionized dock workers really have a lot of leverage here when it comes to negotiating this contract. They're really in that driver's seat, but he's also not speculating that a lockout or a strike would happen. He says that history has really shown if anything would happen, it would cause a work slow down if an agreement isn't made. But like I said, this isn't something new. In the past, contracts have really run beyond their expiration date, and even former administrations have had to intervene and help out and hammer out these contract battles. The president even is staying ahead of this. Ahead of the curve. He spoke at the Port of Los Angeles just last week in regards to his policy adjustments around inflation. But like the supply chain management specialist said, the unionized dock workers really hold the cards here, and some of the deciding factors will be around wages, and another big focal point will be automation as well. Brian?
Yeah, so Dani, let me pick it up here. You talk about wages. Obviously, that's a big factor. To what extent is this likely to accelerate that automation you're talking about? How are they thinking about those two?
Yeah, it's a really good question. PMA President and CEO Jim McKenna told Yahoo Finance in April just to make sure that both parties are really seeking to assure that this will not just result in a supply chain disruption. But back to the automation part, he really said that automation is the future at the ports. He also said that terminals they can densify if it is an automated terminal. He says that automation does not decrease labor at all. If anything, it increases it, and they're able to move 1/2 to 2 times more when it comes to an automated terminal. So we'll have to wait and see what really happens, Akiko.
Okay, Dani Romero with the very latest on those negotiations. Appreciate that.